question here from Lincolnton, Georgia. Do you think college football could become internationalized? And if so, what country or countries do you think football would be really big in? I've got thoughts on this. And we've never talked about it on the show, I don't think. Maybe once. Maybe when we were back in Columbus. I think it's a bad idea. And I've got reasons for it. So think along with me here. Wherever you are. You may be in the gym, driving around somewhere. Maybe you're in Lincolnton, Georgia. Good people in Lincolnton. Do you think it's in college football's best interest to do stuff like Nebraska and Northwestern just did? To play a game in Ireland, for example. I think Stanford has opened in Australia recently. Do you think that's a smart thing? Do you think it benefits our game and benefits your fan bases, benefits your university, your players, etc.? I'm not talking about the stuff like Harbaugh does. Harbaugh's taking his players on spring trips. I'm all for that. That's a great experience for players. If you can afford it as a program, go for it. We're talking about internationalizing the game, I assume, in terms of taking college football games overseas, which I think is a terrible idea. Hear me out on this. I'm not saying I don't want international viewers. We get viewers from all over the globe. It's wild how many fans check in when I give the shout-outs for the cities. Okinawa, Japan, which I know is a lot of military, but still, we got folks all over the globe. None of them ever tell me, I need the games to come to me. I got to have the games come to me. It's because I think a college football fan understands why they love college football. The NFL game, I think, is made to be internationalized. I think the NBA is made to be internationalized because those games don't matter from a venue standpoint. With very few exceptions, an NFL game is sort of a made-for-television broadcast that might as well be in a studio. I know different NFL stadiums have different feels, but if you just zoom it way out, remove like Green Bay, which is totally unique, most NFL venues are just the same. To an outsider, they're the same. In NBA, ditto, just the same. College football is not like that at all. If you're watching a college football game and it's at LSU, there's no mistaking that that's LSU. If you have a clue what you're watching. And the fact is, the pageantry and the in-stadium experience, the atmosphere, the presentation, the spectacle of what it's like to watch a game happening in Lincoln, Nebraska is not duplicable. You can't take that on the road. If you watch a Broadway play, yeah, it's great that you can see it on Broadway, but there's a reason those plays eventually tour around the country. You can load up the set, you can load up the crew, you can find venues all over America and beyond, and you can pretty much duplicate the presentation. You can't package up Ann Arbor, Michigan and take it on the road with you. You can't package up Autzen Stadium. You got to be in Eugene, Oregon for people to experience that. What is an Oregon football game if it's not in Autzen Stadium? Like, what is an Alabama football game if it's not in Bryant-Denny Stadium? So, for that reason, I don't think internationalizing college football should ever mean taking the games to the international audience physically. What I think we would be very wise to do is market the game internationally and say, we've got a product. Now, it has to stay here, but you may love what you see. You guys, I've got this here. You may like this a lot. If I want to go see the Statue of Liberty, for example, they don't bring the Statue of Liberty to Fortson, Georgia. I know it's in New York City, and I go to New York City. Or I could read books about it in Fortson, Georgia, but I know that thing's in New York City. It would be dumb to try and replicate it anywhere else, even though I know we have like 2 other ones somewhere around the globe, but no one knows about them. They know about the one there in New York City. Same thing with college football. So internationalizing the game, I'm okay with, as long as we understand keeping the game fixed on the stage it's supposed to be on and having the global audience focus their attention on the stage, where the stage is. That's the key. If you want to internationalize the game, I'm cool with it. Just let's make sure we understand what we're marketing. Good question, though. I think you know who's running the sport right now, and you know what's at the forefront of their motivation and imagination. So it wouldn't shock me at all if we don't see more test cases. Hey, since the NFL plays a couple of games in Europe, we got to. I mean, the NFL can't cough and sneeze without us doing the same thing. I don't know why. But that's the way it is right now. Bruce Hornsby.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me, that's how we keep this entire thing free.